Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer and former sheriff's deputy. Today's video, we're going to highlight the Flagler County Sheriff's Office located in the state of Florida. Now, I want to say this before we get into the video. The entire reason for the oddity movement is to get law enforcement to respect our rights and to learn the law, because they would never respect our rights if they don't first learn to enforce the laws that they're sworn to enforce. Because they would never respect our rights until they understand the Constitution and also understand the laws that they are supposed to be enforcing. So, this entire movement is to get them to understand what their job is and what our rights are. But it does do the entire movement a disservice when so many people simply watch YouTube and they become YouTube educated and they go out into the world or the streets and they bump into a law enforcement officer. First thing they say is, I know the law or I know my rights, and they are wrong. And then they end up going to jail. So you must know the law. You must know your rights. You can't just say this. And I'll end with this. There are a lot of channels on YouTube. There are a lot of good channels that are teaching people their rights each and every day. But there also are a lot of channels that are here simply for clicks and views. And they're spreading bad information, and the people watching the videos are thinking it's the correct information. And that person who goes out and has an encounter with an officer ends up arrested, beat up, or in jail, or worse, God forbid. Educate yourself. Hold us accountable. The information that we put out, vet it, look it up, make sure it's accurate, make sure you know your state laws. Let's jump into this video. Leave your thoughts down below.
Driver's license, registration, insurance, please. Okay. Hey, can I have yours too? You're not wearing your seatbelt. Sir, I need your license. Yo! Yo, man. You listening? Do you speak English? Yo, driver. Does he speak English?
Ask him, bro. Like, I'm the one driving, bro. Like,
all right, cool. 214 Flagler. That's 69 code 2. Hey, man, I need your name. Passenger. I need your name. I can't understand. You gotta talk slower. You do have the right to remain silent, but you have to identify yourself on a traffic stop. You committed a traffic infraction having not warned. Are you refusing to identify yourself? Are you gonna give me your name? You're not. You wanna go to jail for this, bro? You're gonna go to jail for this, really? You have a warrant or something? So what is the issue?
There's no issue. I just know my rights.
What rights are those?
Well, I'm a passenger.
You are a passenger, but you're required to wear your seatbelt in the front seat of a vehicle. I mean, you really want me to take you to jail for something so foolish?
You tell me.
I'm doing my job.
You're doing the foolishness. So.
I'm doing my job. He's not wearing his seatbelt, and you're not wearing your seatbelt.
I'm not driving.
Okay. So now, dude, you're really about to... All right.
What you got to do?
I will. All right, step out. Put everybody back. Under arrest. If you don't got no warrants, no probation, you really gonna go to jail for some bull job?
Exactly. So
all right.
You know it's bull job, bro. And I ain't commit no crime.
You did. You're free to identify.
I'm not driving.
All right, well, then you sue me and sue the agency, and you'll be the richest man.
Okay, thank you.
There's nothing in the back of my car. Anything that you have that I didn't find is that found at the jail will be a felony charge, all right? Get in, please.
Can you give them my...
Get in.
And so here we have a guy who's going to take the ride. He's going to jail because he's standing on his rights. But the problem is he's wrong. He's going to lose this case. He is not going to have this case thrown out. He's going to be charged, and he's going to get every fine or every day that the judge gives him based off whatever the judgment is. Why is that? Because in Florida, unlike a lot of other states, not wearing your seatbelt is a primary offense in Florida. In other states, it is a secondary offense. But in Florida, it is a primary offense. And if you're a passenger in the front seat and you're 18 and above, you are required to present your identification to law enforcement if you're not wearing your seatbelt. Or if you're below 18, then it will be the driver's responsibility to make sure you, as a front seat passenger, wearing your seatbelt. Well, he was wrong. And he's going to jail because he thought he knew the law, because maybe he watched one of these YouTube channels who stated to the police officer, hey, a passenger, I don't have to identify. I haven't broken any laws. Well, you can't do anything to me. Well, in the state of Florida, the law here says otherwise. Whether I agree or disagree isn't the point. What I'm telling you is the law states if you're a passenger and you're over the age of 18 and you don't have on your seatbelt, then yes, you have to identify, because the officer he is able to cite you as well. Now, if you're in the back seat, like the guy we're about to see, even if you don't have on your seatbelt in the back seat, you have no obligation to identify, because Florida state law doesn't make the backseat passenger wear a seatbelt as long as he's over the age of 18. Let's keep watching.
Do we have to wait for everything for him and stuff? Like,
how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Deputy Mr. Flagler County. What's going on today?
Well, yeah, pulled over and I know he has to take care of him, but I just asked him because I'm at work and everything. Do I have to like sit until he has to take him to jail or something?
Did you provide your driver's license?
He has my license, yeah. He never took my registration or anything because he took the guy in, but then I asked him.
You got the registration?
Yeah. I asked him what we were doing.
You got insurance?
Yes, everything. Yes, the insurance and the registration.
Do you have an ID?
Why do you need my...
Just asking for it.
Yeah, I don't see a real need just for you guys to have my ID. I wouldn't break any laws or anything.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't see... I mean, I give it to you, but then as soon as you guys run my name, it goes in your little system thing, and I don't see a real need for that.
What system thing? I really don't have any idea.
I'm sure you do, but there's no need for me. You know, I was wearing my seatbelt, so, you know, I have no problem. I don't see a need for you guys to have to run my name, right? I mean, what you could give me a logical reason of why you would need to run my name.
Well, you're on a traffic stop, and
I'm not on a traffic stop. There are.
Are you inside of a vehicle that is?
I wasn't committing any crime, so.
Okay.
You know, like I said, you know, like they had a traffic infraction. They weren't wearing their seatbelts. I was, but if you could give me a logical reason other than that, just other than being in a vehicle and you stop coming in my presence, that's not a legitimate reason.
Okay. While I was speaking before you cut me off, I was explaining you are on a traffic stop.
No, he's on a traffic stop. I have nothing to do with this traffic stop.
I believe you are inside of a vehicle. That
has nothing to do with it.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a logical reason, or you want to keep talking over me?
No, I want you to give me the law. If you can't state the law of why you can pull someone else's ID,
listen,
you could ask, and I could request.
You asked for a logical reason, and I'm explaining.
You requested my ID, did you not? And I denied your request.
I'm not going to run circles. You asked for a logical reason. Okay. I'm trying to provide it, but you rudely cut me off.
Nothing you say is going to be logical, sir. I did no crimes.
You didn't even get to hear me yet.
I know what I did and didn't do. Okay. So, like I said, I know the law, and I'm back here. I'm minding my own business. This is his traffic stop. He's the driver, not my traffic stop. This is not, I didn't have any infractions, so you got to know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this job a long time.
You can't request my ID in the back seat of a car just because I'm in the vehicle.
Rear passenger have a seatbelt on?
I don't know, I just see. I mean, rear passenger is not required to wear it.
I know, he's just arguing and his seatbelt's not on.
He might not own it.
So I don't know. Do I have to wait until they put him in, or what?
Do you have your driver's license back?
No.
Did you get your ticket?
No, that's why I'm just waiting. I don't know what's going on.
Just gonna have to keep waiting.
Just waiting? Alright, I'm just again, I'm at work and shit.
So we all good?
Did you get the ticket yet?
I don't get a ticket. I mean, so I don't...
Did he get the ticket yet?
No, I'm just saying, between me and you, we all good. You don't need my ID, right?
I'm not going to keep running circles.
No, I'm just saying, either either you're going to ask me for my ID and I'm under threat for arrest, because I need a lawsuit, you know, I'm just letting you know. If you're going to ask me or something like that, you know, not everybody's entitled to give you their ID just because you see fit.
Well, let me explain the law to you. Alright, so driver needs to be belted at all times.
I understand.
Front passenger needs to be belted at all times.
Everybody does.
No, you don't. Technically in the rear, you don't have to be. You don't have to be, which is that's why I didn't talk to you, because I don't care. You know, if you don't want to get in a crash and die, I mean, I'll do the paperwork. And
I didn't know that one. That's interesting. But,
yeah. But that doofy over there, he needs to be wearing his seatbelt, and this guy needs to be wearing his. But now he's going to jail.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He asked me for my ID. And
we can ask him.
I can request denied, right?
We can ask.
That's why I was trying to make sure that I was good with him. Yeah, of course.
Or they go to jail. All right, so you're going to get a citation for not wearing your seatbelt. All right, it's a non-moving violation, $126 fine. 30 days to pay the fine, or else your license will be suspended. Or you can dispute the fine in traffic court. My name, badge number is on the bottom.
First and foremost, the initial officer, to call the passenger a goofy displayed such a level of unprofessionalism. I'm sure you guys caught that. But anyway, it's how cops are. Anyway, but as we see, the reason I shared this video is because I actually bumped into one of the viewers, you know, out and about. I was taking my kids out. We were bowling, having fun, and someone recognized me. And, hey, are you Abaya Israel from We the People? I am. We get into a conversation, great conversation. We had a little bit of a disagreement on this very thing. And I believed he was thinking that I was in agreement with how officers are portraying themselves and how they're acting and violating our rights. But the only thing I was really trying to explain to him was, no, I don't agree with it, but the law is written and we have to go by what the law says. And a lot of times we know that the law is not even constitutional. But if we are arrested for something that the law says can't happen, the only way we can get out of that is to fight it in court and show that it's unconstitutional, because you're going to be arrested if the law says don't do this and you do that. So again, my only point in these type of videos is to show that, hey, this is a law, because I hate to see any of you guys, you know, not know any portion of the law and give the cops the upper hand. It's not that I agree with them. I just want you to be aware of this is what the law is saying. So we can kind of debate with the officer, but if that officer believes and knows that that's what the law says, he's going to arrest you for it. And if it's written law, most cases, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to beat that case. Now, if it's something that's unconstitutional, then we have a chance to beat that case. But just only point I want to make really is this to the viewer that I met out at the bowling alley, and to everyone. Just make sure you know what the law is. Whether you agree with that law or you don't agree with that law, you still got to go with what the law says at the time. We have to fight back in a different type of way, and that is in the courtroom. And some of you guys may agree, some may disagree, but either way, I think we can all agree on this. We want these cops to respect and know our rights and respect the Constitution. And we all are law-abiding citizens that we do what we're supposed to do. So leave us alone, basically. Hey guys, make sure you know your rights. Make sure you always record the police. With that being said, We the People University, signing off. Be sure to visit WeThePeopleUniversity.com, where you can find our latest YouTube videos, more about myself, why I left the police department, merch, and more. If you have a police encounter that you would like highlighted, visit our website and click the Submit Videos tab. Fill out the video form submission so that we can hold these tyrants accountable. And if you guys still haven't purchased my book, Living in the Royal Tyranny, you can do so at WeThePeopleUniversity.com by clicking digital copy to read it right on your phone, or you can buy the hard copy or the paperback directly from Amazon. Also, be sure to pick up your free ebook to give you tips and tricks on how to deal with cops when you encounter them. And for those of you who are still trying to learn your basic rights, register for our course to learn how to deal with police so that your rights are not violated when you encounter cops. All this and more at WeThePeopleUniversity.com.